Greetings everyone, welcome back to my channel. Here's your daily news report and fourth stimulus check update. I know that thousands of you are wondering when lawmakers will pass more financial relief for seniors and Social Security recipients. So in today's video, I'll be discussing what lawmakers in Congress are working on that may lead to receiving another stimulus payment. This Friday evening, I will be giving away another $75 Amazon gift card. To enter the giveaway, all you need to do is subscribe to my channel, like this video, and also leave a comment below. Thank you so much, everyone. So a group of dozens of lawmakers, led by Representative Jamal Bowman, Senator Bernie Sanders, and other prominent progressives, have previously sent a letter to President Biden to include desperately needed improvements to the Supplemental Security Income Program in his finalized American Families Plan, which is focused on child care and other key domestic priorities. SSI benefits are a lifeline for about 8 million elderly Americans and people with disabilities. SSI should definitely be among President Biden's top priorities. In their letter, those lawmakers argued that the program's beneficiaries are all too frequently left behind. People with disabilities and older adults receiving SSI represent some of the most marginalized members of our society. History will not forgive us if we fail to address their needs in the recovery effort, reads the letter, which was signed by Senator Elizabeth Warren, Senator Sherrod Brown, and Representative Katie Porter. So everyone, what do you think should be Joe Biden's top priority right now? Please leave your thoughts in the comment section below. The lawmakers optioned out that SSI's monthly maximum benefit level is only $794 for individuals. That is well below the federal poverty line. That is why the lawmakers are calling on President Biden to propose raising payments to at least 100% of the federal poverty line. This would be a change that would provide hundreds of dollars in additional benefits per month to the program's most vulnerable recipients. The letter also presses President Biden to increase SSI's strict asset limit and index it to inflation in the future, which is really a great idea. The lawmakers also pointed out that currently, eligibility for SSI is restricted to individuals with no more than $2,000 in countable resources. That is a limit that has not been updated since 1984, despite growing costs of living. Some lawmakers wrote in the letter, because this limit is not indexed to inflation, it grows steadily more draconian each year. Lifting this asset cap is long overdue and is also consistent with your campaign commitments. In addition, the lawmakers call for an update to the amount of income SSI recipients are able to earn per month and still be eligible for the program, as well as an end to rules that reduce benefits for those who receive assistance, including food and shelter from friends or family members. By strengthening the SSI program, President Biden will be taking strong and necessary steps to alleviate poverty. Please, everyone, comment below if you agree that President Biden needs to improve the SSI program.
Republicans, Senator Rubio and myself and others have introduced legislation that would provide for paid maternity leave, but do so without imposing new costs on taxpayers or employers. In our case, we allow people to draw from the Social Security Fund and then to ultimately pay that back through lower benefits down the road at a time when they're less in need of the funding. You note that this isn't a big increase, 0.6%, but for family earning $40,000 or $60,000 a year, it's $400, and that's a big increase for that family earning $600,000 a year. And I mean, it seems like a small percent because when government thinks about raising taxes, it's always a small percent for us, but it's a very substantial change in the living standards of our citizens. Why not consider measures that would allow us to provide paid maternity leave that don't place additional tax burden on employers and employees?
I assume that question is for me. Yeah. Well, thank you for the question, and thank you for your interest in the issue. I have looked at your proposal and appreciate the contribution to the dialogue. So a couple of concerns that I have. First, your proposal would cover just leave for new parents, which is only 25% of people who need access to paid leave in a year. Most people use it for their own serious health issue. Another 25% or so need it to care for a family member who's sick. On the merits itself of the policy, while I appreciate the intent, what will happen is that those workers who choose to take paid leave when a child is born will then have to work longer, and they will take a lifetime benefit cut. So the amount that we are talking about, the small contribution that you would make under the Family Act model, would help those families who would otherwise lose an average of $9,000 when they need to take a paid family or medical leave. They would have access to a family leave benefit that would allow them to take leave for a multiple number of purposes. Two, these are the very same people, women in particular, low-wage workers, who have lower lifetime Social Security, lower earnings, which means lower Social Security benefits.
The American Families Plan could have a more direct and noticeable effect on households and bank accounts than the American Jobs Plan. Spread over 10 years, it includes investments worth approximately $1 trillion and tax cuts worth about $800 billion. Many of its key components address issues that affect household budgets on a month-to-month basis. As proposed, this sweeping piece of legislation can be divided into three loose categories: childcare, education, and paid family leave. It also includes a variety of tax cuts, along with support for nutrition. Many economists and parents would argue that childcare is one of the biggest economic issues of the day. Parents of children too young to care for themselves need childcare in order to work. But childcare is expensive and often unavailable. A sizable percentage of the U.S. population is limited in its ability to work because they lack someone to watch their children or the money to pay for the childcare. That is why the American Families Plan seeks to invest $225 billion in childcare over the next coming decade. The money would be used to cap childcare expenses for low and middle income families. Those earning up to 1.5 times a state's median income would spend no more than 7% of their income on childcare for kids under the age of 5. The United States is one of the few countries that does not offer a national paid family leave program. It's the only wealthy country without paid maternity leave provided by the national government. Most current policies fall way short of what is needed at an especially difficult time for a household. I'm really happy and excited to hear that the American Families Plan includes 12 weeks of paid family leave that could reach as high as $4,000 per month, depending on a worker's income. The plan would replace between 66% and 80% of the affected employee's wage at a cost of $225 billion over a decade. It would also allow for 3 days per year of bereavement leave. President Joe Biden's American Rescue Plan tripled the earned income tax credit for low-wage workers without children. According to the Biden administration, roughly 17 million workers benefited. President Biden plans to make those changes permanent as well. So everyone, that is the end of the video for now. I really hope you found this video helpful this afternoon. This coming Friday evening, I will be giving away another $75 Amazon gift card. To enter the giveaway, all you need to do is subscribe to my channel, like and share this video, and also leave a comment below. Thank you so much, everyone, and have a very, very blessed day.